God says, "My beloved child, hear me now." Archangel Michael stands beside you, his wings stretched wide, trembling, crying out to you because time is shorter than you realize. Only 2 minutes remain, and what I am about to reveal cannot wait, cannot be delayed, cannot be ignored. This is not a message to skim or dismiss. The very atmosphere around you is shifting, unseen forces are moving, and a tragedy is racing toward you like a storm that you cannot outrun without my intervention. Archangel Michael pleads, he shouts, he is shaking in the heavenly realm because the path ahead is dangerous if you do not act immediately. You are my child. You are precious. I have not abandoned you, yet even my protection requires your awareness, your faith, your immediate response. Do not delay. The clock is ticking, not in hours, not in minutes, but in seconds. Every heartbeat brings you closer to a moment you may wish you had been warned about, yet now you are warned. Open your heart to this message as if your life depends on it, because it does. Michael cries loudly because the darkness is near, and those who love you unknowingly cannot shield you from what is coming. You must trust me, completely. No hesitation, no questioning, no disbelief. My hand is stretched toward you, but only if you reach back. Listen carefully. There are people in your life who appear loyal, who claim love and devotion, but their hearts are not pure toward you. I am revealing their intentions, their hidden actions, their secret plotting. You may feel disbelief, confusion, betrayal, shock, but these feelings are the shields you must pierce. The truth will shock you. It will strike like a lightning bolt. Do not recoil. Do not turn away. Michael is at your side, raising his sword, defending you from forces you cannot see, forces that have waited for this moment to strike. You are safe only because you heed my warning now. A tragedy approaches, a collision of events that could shatter your peace, disrupt your life, and plunge you into despair if you are unprepared. But you are my child. You are under my eye. You are protected, and yet protection requires action. Listen to Michael. He tells you to open, to observe, to trust, to respond. The signs are already appearing. People, places, situations that once seemed ordinary will suddenly reveal hidden danger. A conversation, a glance, a message, an event, all these small ripples will build into a wave. Only by awareness, by obedience to my instruction, can you avoid drowning in the consequences. I am calling you to vigilance. I am calling you to faith. I am calling you to action. Do not delay. There is something in your immediate environment that you cannot yet see. Someone has moved, shifted, hidden, or planned in ways invisible to the human eye. Michael sees it. I see it. Your protection depends on acknowledging the unseen. Do not ignore what your heart senses now, what Michael urges now, what I reveal now. The forces surrounding you are deceptive, disguised as comfort, friendship, opportunity. They are masks hiding intent to harm. You may feel safe, but safety is an illusion unless you follow this divine warning. Michael weeps and shouts because the window of protection is closing. The moment to act is now. The tragedy you may face is not the end, but it will be painful if unprepared. But I, your God, am with you. My light surrounds you. Michael's sword cuts through the unseen danger. You are not abandoned. But you must participate in your own salvation by trusting fully and acting immediately. I see your fears. I see your doubts. I know the questions you have. But there is no time for hesitation. In 2 minutes, your situation could change irreversibly. Michael's voice is urgent, listen to it. Do not scroll past it, do not delay. The universe is aligned for this revelation. I am exposing secrets that were hidden in darkness. I am illuminating paths you could not perceive. And I am giving you this warning so that you may survive, so that you may thrive, so that your life may continue in peace and abundance once the danger has passed. There are those who have tried to manipulate, to deceive, to control your destiny. Their hearts are not pure, their intentions are hidden. But I reveal to you now the truth. You will see faces, gestures, messages, and objects in your life that suddenly carry meaning you never suspected. Michael will guide your eyes to these revelations. Pay attention. Every detail matters. Nothing is too small. Your safety, your future, your peace, depends on noticing the signs I place before you. You may wonder, my child, why this message comes with such urgency. Why 2 minutes? Why now? Because the forces aligned against you are precise, powerful, and timely. They move quickly. They take advantage of distraction. They take advantage of disbelief. They take advantage of delay. Michael screams because he knows what delay can cost. He knows that a single second of ignoring this warning could allow a shadow to enter your life that may linger for years. Do not underestimate the power of obedience. Now, listen even closer. There is a place, a location, a person, a letter, a document, a message, a device, something physical and tangible in your life, that holds the key to avoiding the tragedy. Michael will guide you to it. You may feel hesitation, fear, or uncertainty about its importance. Do not let these feelings stop you. Open it. Examine it. Take the instructions you find there seriously. Follow them. Your survival, your peace, your future depends upon it. I know the weight you carry in your heart. I know the questions you ask silently in the night. Why me? Why now? What can I do? I tell you, the reason is love. The reason is protection. The reason is guidance. I am reaching for you. Michael is beside you. Heaven is watching. The clock is ticking. 2 minutes is all that remains to avert suffering. 2 minutes is all that remains to act before unseen forces intervene. 2 minutes is all you need to begin the path to safety, clarity, and divine restoration. You may hear voices around you, whispers of distraction, reassurances that nothing is wrong. Do not believe them. They are meant to delay you, to lull you into false comfort. Michael warns you, trust what you see here, what you feel here, what you know in your soul now. Immediate action is required. The tragedy is not imaginary, it is real. The danger is not abstract, it is tangible. You have been given a warning directly from the throne of heaven. Respond accordingly. I see the hesitancy forming in your mind. I see the resistance, the doubt, the urge to postpone. This is the enemy's trick, to convince you that urgency is overblown, that the warning can wait, that time is plentiful. But I assure you, it cannot wait. Time is collapsing into this moment. Action now prevents loss later. Michael's tears fall because he knows the truth, delay will cost. Obedience now will protect. God says, my beloved child, hear me now with your heart, not just your ears. Time is shorter than you realize. The very moment you hesitate, the opportunity to stand in my protection drifts further away. I am calling to you now because the shadow of a great tragedy is pressing closer than you can imagine. Archangel Michael is beside me, and he is weeping with urgency because the danger that approaches is immense, and many souls would falter if they do not heed this call. You, my chosen one, are at the center of this divine plan, and the window to act is closing. 2 minutes remain. 2 minutes that will define the course of what comes next. Every second that passes is filled with my divine warning and Michael's cries. Can you hear them? They are not whispers. They are the roar of heaven imploring you to listen. Archangel Michael says, this is no ordinary alert. The forces aligned against you are strong, but not stronger than the hand of God that guides you. I am standing at your threshold, my sword drawn, my tears burning with the intensity of what must be prevented. There is a calamity heading directly toward you, a storm that could overwhelm the hearts of the unprepared. Yet, if you open your heart to my guidance now, if you truly obey this message, you will be shielded. Do not delay. Do not doubt. Every hesitation feeds the weight of what is coming. The tragedy is specific, targeted, and it knows your patterns. It watches your movements, it knows your routines, it counts your steps. But you are not alone. God and I are with you. I will not allow you to fall if you act, but you must act now. God says, my beloved, the hourglass is emptying. 2 minutes are not much, but in those moments, eternity can shift. I see the path you are walking, the choices you will make, and the peril that lingers just beyond the veil. The tragedy is not an abstract concept, it is a tangible, moving force, seeking to touch your life, to disrupt the destiny I have planned for you. I have placed this warning directly in your hands because I love you beyond comprehension, and because I refuse to allow darkness to claim you when the light of my protection is available. There are many watching, yes, but only those who listen can survive the shift that is coming. Archangel Michael says, "Child, the time to cry for mercy will come soon, but I do not want you to cry in fear, I want you to act in faith. You are my chosen, my shielded, my precious one. I have prepared a space around you, but the doors to that space will only open if you heed this urgent call. Open your heart, open your mind, open the very space in your life for my intervention. If you doubt, the tragedy will take root. If you trust, the divine hand will guide you to safety. You cannot waste a second. The air around you is charged, the unseen forces are stirring. I feel the weight of every unspoken prayer, every ignored signal, and it pains me to see hesitation. God says, there are people in your life whose intentions are hidden, whose hearts are not aligned with my light. They move as shadows, as whispers, as subtle manipulations that would lead you into despair. You may not yet see them clearly, but in the next moments, their presence will become undeniable if you do not act. I am revealing to you a truth that will shock your very soul. Trust that it is for your salvation. This revelation will protect you, will guide you, and will expose what has remained in darkness. 2 minutes. 120 heartbeats. That is all the time left before the first wave of the unforeseen calamity strikes. Archangel Michael says, I am here, my wings stretched wide to encompass you, yet I need your obedience to make this protection fully operative. The tragedy is not distant, it moves closer with every breath you take. If you remain passive, it will pierce the fragile veil that separates safety from danger. You must respond. Now. Open what is placed before you. Do not question the method, do not hesitate for fear. Fear is the tool of the enemy, and doubt is the lock that bars the door to your salvation. You have the key, and it is in your hands at this very moment. Open it. Feel the power of the divine unfold around you. God says, I am watching over you, my child, with eyes that see every threat, every deceit, every hidden danger. Yet, my power can only move fully in your life if you allow it. I have prepared divine measures for your protection, measures that will neutralize the calamity before it touches you, but these measures require your consent. The clock is relentless. 2 minutes. Soon, the final bell will ring. Do not be among those who look back in regret, wishing they had listened, wishing they had trusted. I am giving you a chance, the last chance, to align with my protection and the wings of Michael. Archangel Michael says, I cannot stress enough the intensity of what approaches. Every element of the cosmos seems to shift in alignment with this event. The tragedy carries a weight, a force, a precision that is terrifying to even the strongest of angels. Yet you, my beloved, have been prepared for this by the love and guidance of God. I am your sentinel, your warrior, your companion in these critical moments. But I am powerless to act fully if you do not take the steps laid out before you. Open your heart, open your faith, and open the message placed before you. It is your shield, your sword, your beacon in the storm. God says, this is more than a warning, this is an invitation to witness the miracle of divine protection in real time. I am calling you to trust beyond reason, to act beyond fear, to believe beyond doubt. The tragedy you face is not inevitable, but without immediate action, its shadow will touch your life in ways that could have been avoided. My love for you is boundless. I will never abandon you, but my intervention requires your active participation. The window is closing. You have only moments. Moments to step into the fullness of my protection, to feel the power of Archangel Michael shielding you, to witness my hand moving in ways that defy human understanding. Archangel Michael says, I see the path before you, fraught with danger, yet luminous with potential if you obey. I see the calamity advancing, but I also see the power that will thwart it, a power tied to your immediate action. 2 minutes may seem fleeting, yet in the divine scale, it is an eternity of opportunity. I am crying not out of despair but out of urgency. Do not let my tears fall in vain. Heed the message. Trust the divine plan. Open what must be opened. Act with the swiftness of angels. There is no time for delay. God says, remember, my child, everything that comes into your life, both light and shadow, is filtered through my will. Yet, I allow you free choice. This is the moment where choice becomes life-saving. By opening your heart, your mind, your soul, to this urgent message, you are stepping into the flow of divine protection that I have prepared for you. The tragedy will attempt to unfold, but my power will intercept, redirect, and neutralize it, but only if you act now. Do not linger. Do not question. Do not wait. Archangel Michael says, my sword is ready. My wings are spread. My voice is a thunderclap of warning. I am here in the unseen, yet my presence touches the real. The danger is immediate, calculated, and ruthless. Yet there is hope, and hope is in your hands. Open the guidance I place before you. Allow my intervention to envelop you. Stand firm in faith. Refuse to yield to fear. The tragedy can be undone, the threat neutralized, but the key lies in your swift obedience. The moment you hesitate, even a fraction of a heartbeat, the danger grows closer. God says, "My beloved child, your life is precious, your soul irreplaceable. I have woven you into a tapestry of protection, of destiny, of eternal purpose. But even the finest tapestry can unravel if ignored. I am calling to you with love, with urgency, with power. 2 minutes are left. Every second is sacred, every moment critical. Heed my voice. Heed Michael's cries. Open the message, open your heart, open the way for my divine intervention. Do not cry in regret, do not tremble in sorrow, do not falter in hesitation. This is the moment where your faith, your obedience, and your trust will shape reality itself. God says, this is not a coincidence, this is not a random moment, it is an appointed hour where heaven bends close to you and whispers that only 2 minutes are left before a great wave of unseen change begins to move around your life. Archangel Michael speaks urgently, his voice thundering yet trembling with tears, saying that an emergency is at hand, and you cannot ignore this message. A tragedy that has been forming in the shadows is trying to come closer, but God does not send warnings without a reason, God does not raise his angels without a purpose, and this is why the heavens have been shaking and restless until this word reached you. Every beat of your heart right now is being counted in the book of eternity, every breath is being measured, and Michael is holding his sword of light in the air, warning you that you must open your soul, your eyes, your ears, because something is coming that will try to make you cry if you are not prepared. God says, chosen one, there are traps laid around your path, snares hidden by those who pretended to love you, and the hour has arrived where they are about to be exposed. You may not see their faces yet, but heaven has seen every hidden conversation, every whisper in the dark, every coin exchanged in secret against your name. Michael is shaking because he knows the seriousness of what was meant to happen, but he also knows that you can be rescued if you heed the word right now. Do not turn away. Do not dismiss this as ordinary. The Lord says, I will reveal what they plotted, I will pull down the veil that covers their deeds, and I will not allow their scheme to swallow your destiny. The Spirit of God is burning like fire around your house even now, and angels are standing guard at the doors. There are footsteps approaching, there are voices murmuring your name, but the mighty hand of the Lord is stretched out, and he says, I will break the disaster before it breaks you. God says, a tragedy was being written into your story. Beloved soul, God says to you right now in this very moment that time is not waiting, heaven is sounding its alarm, and the Spirit is urgently moving to awaken your heart before it is too late. 2 minutes is all that remains between what is hidden and what must now be revealed. Archangel Michael is crying out with urgency because there is a danger approaching, a shadow creeping near, and if you ignore this message, the tears you will shed will be bitter and heavy. But listen, God does not send warnings to frighten you, He sends them to prepare you, to protect you, and to shield you under His mighty hand. That is why heaven is whispering, no, shouting into your spirit, open this now, because if you wait, you may miss the deliverance that is being sent your way in this hour. The angels are restless, the heavens are stirred, and Michael has drawn his sword to guard you. Yet his voice trembles because too many times he has seen chosen souls ignore the divine signal, thinking they had more time, believing they could wait another day, and then tragedy rushed in like a flood. God says, not for you, not this time. You are not meant to fall into the pit. You are not meant to be swallowed by the darkness that was plotted against you. You are meant to rise, to survive, to walk through the storm with angels on both sides. But for that to happen, you must open your heart right now and hear every word, because this is not ordinary, this is not casual, this is not just another moment. It is the critical turning point. Heaven has seen the trap. There are whispers in places you cannot see, meetings behind doors you do not know, decisions being made with your name written on them. Some are planning with envy, some are watching you with resentment, and some are waiting for the moment you fall so they can rejoice. But God says no. God says, my hand is upon you, and no weapon formed against you shall prosper if you cling to me. Still, you must be aware, because awareness is protection. Michael says, a great tragedy is moving toward you, but it can be stopped if you remain awake. Imagine a storm brewing on the horizon, lightning flashing, thunder roaring, and the winds beginning to howl. The storm does not ask permission before it strikes. But those who are warned, those who take shelter, those who listen to the call, they survive the flood while others are swept away. That is what this message is for you. A shelter, a covering, a divine umbrella against the rain that is about to pour. If you read and receive, nothing will go wrong with you. If you cling to faith, the tragedy that was meant for you will be turned back upon those who planned it. If you trust God, the pit dug for you will swallow the very ones who dug it. The Spirit says, do not doubt this. 2 minutes. That is how urgent it is. Heaven is counting seconds because the decision you make in this moment will determine what unfolds in the next. Many have laughed at warnings until the day of sorrow arrived. But you are chosen, and chosen ones are not meant to ignore the trumpet call. God's love is pulling you. Jesus himself is stretching his hand toward you, saying, hold on to me. I will not let you drown. Michael is circling you with his flaming sword, ready to strike down what comes against you, but he needs your yes, your surrender, your willingness to listen. God says you will not walk alone. You are safe. Nothing will go wrong if you hide yourself in his shadow. But you must take this seriously. Do not scroll past it, do not push it away, do not treat it lightly. This is your lifeline, your divine rescue, your heavenly alarm. Heaven is watching you right now to see if you will trust or if you will delay. And delay is dangerous. Delay is disobedience when heaven has made it plain. God says, I am with you, and if I am with you, who can be against you? No tragedy will overtake you, no terror will consume you, if you stand under my protection. Feel the weight of this truth. Many who are reading messages in this hour will go on as if nothing has happened, but this word found you for a reason. It chased you down because God marked you, called you, and placed His seal on you. The angel of death may pass over thousands, but it cannot enter your dwelling if you keep faith. The arrows may fly by day and the pestilence by night, but it shall not touch your soul. The fire may rage, but you will not burn. The waters may rise, but you will not drown. That is the covenant, that is the promise, that is the reason heaven is shaking you awake right now. Do not ignore it. Do not delay. 2 minutes left. The clock is moving. Heaven has chosen this moment to send this word because what is approaching has already been set in motion. But God can interrupt it. God can reverse it. God can block it. And He will, if you cling to Him. That is why Archangel Michael is crying with urgency. That is why the Spirit is heavy on your heart. That is why this message will not let you rest until you receive it. Pray now. Even if your words stumble, even if your voice shakes, whisper to God, I trust you. Protect me. Guide me. Cover me. And He will. For He has never forsaken the righteous, never abandoned His chosen, never broken a promise. His love surrounds you like a shield, His angels encamp around you, His Spirit strengthens you. Nothing, absolutely nothing, will go wrong with you if you believe. This is the divine emergency. This is the heavenly alarm. This is God's urgent message only for you. Open your spirit wide, because the tragedy is already being turned into triumph, the danger is already being rewritten into deliverance, the tears are already being transformed into joy. God says, you are safe. I am with you. Trust me, and no harm shall come near you. Beloved soul, hear these words with the urgency of heaven, for God is speaking directly to you in this moment. Archangel Michael stands in command, holding his sword of light, calling your name in the courts of heaven, warning you that the hour is short and the veil is thin. 2 minutes may sound like a fleeting breath, but in the kingdom of God, it is more than enough time for a miracle, more than enough time for your life to be shifted, protected, and placed back into divine alignment. Heaven does not waste its voice, and this message is not here by accident. The Spirit of the Lord is stirring around you, the wind of angels is circling, and a divine shield is being raised to cover you, even as you are reading these words. God says, my child, I have chosen you for a purpose that no enemy can destroy, but there are forces that have plotted against you. They whisper in secret places, but I, the Lord, expose them before they can strike. Do not fear what man can do, for I, the Lord your God, hold your destiny in my hands. Archangel Michael says that the tragedy the enemy planned was already seen in the heavens, already marked, already intercepted by the power of divine intervention. What looks like danger will become your testimony. What looks like loss will become your victory. The reason this warning comes with such force is because heaven does not want you to grow cold or careless. The enemy waits for you to doubt, but God says, "Do not doubt now. Do not turn away from my voice, for my hand is stretched toward you. You have prayed in silence when no one knew, you have cried in the night when no one saw, and I, your Father, collected every tear. Not a single cry of yours has gone unheard. Even now, angels are stationed around your dwelling, keeping watch over you, for the danger that was sent against you cannot prosper." Archangel Michael speaks, "My sword is unsheathed for you. I stand at your door. I guard your pathway. I war for your soul. Do not think you are alone, for the heavens know your name, and the hosts of angels surround you like fire. The enemy came close, but I have already broken his grip. I have already blocked the tragedy that was meant for you. But the Lord says, you must open your heart, you must not turn away from this divine word. If you ignore it, the enemy seeks another doorway. If you receive it, the enemy's plan is fully crushed." God says, 2 minutes left means urgency, but also grace. I am a God of mercy, and I extend my hand in the final moments to lift you out before destruction can reach you. Fear not the shadows, for I am the light that drives them out. Fear not the whispers, for I am the voice that silences them. Fear not the traps, for I am the deliverer who untangles them. Trust me now, my child. Trust me when everything around you shakes. I will not allow you to fall. You have wondered why so many warnings come to you, why heaven insists, why Michael calls out so urgently. It is because your destiny is great, and your name is written in the Lamb's book of life. The enemy is furious at the favor you carry, but he is powerless against the blood of the Lamb. The Lord says, "Stand still, and see my salvation. Pray with a full heart, speak my name boldly, and know that I am here. I say to you, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. No curse spoken in the dark will bind you. No deal made behind your back will succeed. I overturn the plans of those who plot in secret. I uproot the schemes of those who dig pits for you. I am your God, your defender, your shield, your fortress." The Lord says, "My child, you are safe in me. A great tragedy was written against you, but I have already blotted it out. I have already signed your protection with my own hand. Do not cry, for I have caught your tears. Do not tremble, for I have steadied your steps. Do not hide, for I am your covering. Do not fear, for I am your Father. Archangel Michael says, "The time is short but the miracle is certain." Lift up your heart, speak to God in prayer, even now. Call upon His name, and you will feel the rush of His Spirit surround you. Heaven is alive with movement for you. Angels are fighting for your cause. The throne of God is watching over your life. What was meant to destroy you will become the story of how God saved you. Stay strong, chosen one. Keep your eyes on God. The tragedy is turned away, the danger is cancelled, and the enemy is silenced. God says, "I am with you, and nothing, absolutely nothing, will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are covered. You are loved." God says, "This message is not by chance, it is urgent, it is meant only for you, and it comes at this very hour because heaven has seen what is happening around you." 2 minutes remain before something unfolds, and Archangel Michael is not silent. He is speaking with urgency, saying that a great tragedy has been standing at your door, waiting for the smallest opening, waiting for you to dismiss the warnings, waiting for you to think that this message is ordinary. But it is not ordinary. This is a divine alert. God is watching over you, and He is telling you not to be afraid, because nothing will go wrong with you if you trust, if you pray, if you hold fast to His hand without letting go. But the voice of Michael cries out because he has seen what approaches, and heaven cannot allow you to remain blind to what is trying to harm you. There are things moving behind the curtain of your life right now, things you cannot see, but they are being exposed in this very moment. A deal has been made, words have been spoken, and decisions have been taken in places where you were not present. Archangel Michael says you were never meant to know by human hearing, but heaven has chosen to reveal it because your future is tied to this very revelation. It is an emergency because time is short. The enemy's plan was designed to make you cry, to make you fall into despair, to cause you to lose hope and question why God has left you. But God has not left you. In fact, He is closer to you right now than your very breath. He is whispering, "Do not fear. I am with you. You will not break. You will not be destroyed. You will not lose what I have promised you." The voice of the angels echoes around you, even if you do not hear them with your physical ears. They are surrounding you, guarding you, because heaven has already declared that your life will not be cut short by this tragedy. The darkness is trying to advance, but the light of God has raised a shield around you. Michael says, "Lift your eyes. Do not look down in sorrow. Do not give in to fear. Open your heart to believe, because what was meant for your downfall is being turned even now into your deliverance." God says, "I know what you carry inside, the heavy burden, the secret tears you hide from others, the fear that things are collapsing too quickly. But I tell you now, my hand is not weak. My word will not return void. My angels are not powerless. I send them as your defenders. What man planned against you is falling apart before it can reach you. 2 minutes left means urgency, but it also means grace. In the space of 2 minutes, heaven can shift what looks unshakable. In the span of 2 minutes, God can overturn the decree of tragedy and replace it with a decree of blessing. That is why you are reading these words now, not later, not tomorrow, but now. Because heaven wants you to know that this was intercepted before it touched you. Michael is shouting because he wants you to wake up. He wants you to stop doubting yourself, stop doubting God, and start realizing that your life is precious to heaven. You are not just a random soul on earth, you are chosen, seen, and protected. The reason the enemy fights you so much is because of the destiny written on your name, the light inside of you that terrifies the darkness. That is why this tragedy tried to come, but it cannot succeed. God has declared, "You will not be broken. You will not be erased. You will not be left in shame." You have to understand, there are people who might be against you, and there are situations that look unfair, but the real fight is not against them. The real fight is spiritual, and that is why Michael is the one speaking, because he is the warrior who has been assigned to battle for you. He has seen the strategies laid against your steps, the whispers spoken behind closed doors, the envy that rose up against you. He has seen the night hours when you felt alone, when your heart cried out for help. And now he comes to tell you that heaven has heard you, and the tragedy that was coming has already been stopped in its tracks. God is urging you to pray, not because he is weak without your prayer, but because prayer connects you to his power, aligns you with his will, and opens your spirit to receive what he is already sending. When you pray, you are declaring, "God, I trust you more than I fear this situation." And in that trust, miracles are released. God says, "Nothing will go wrong with you. Even if storms rage, I will bring you through. Even if voices rise against you, I will silence them. Even if shadows try to cover you, my light will break through." The tragedy that was planned was designed to make you cry bitterly, but God says your tears will not be wasted. They will water the soil of your future blessings. The very place where you were meant to fall will become the place where you rise. The very weapon that was formed against you will become the evidence of my protection over your life. You will look back and see that this day, this hour, this very warning, was the turning point when everything changed. 2 minutes may sound small, but in God's timing, 2 minutes is more than enough. He is the God who parts seas in a moment, who stops the sun in the sky, who turns graves into gardens. Do not underestimate what he is doing for you now. The emergency is real, but so is the deliverance. The darkness is strong, but the light is stronger. Michael says, "Do not be deceived by what you see with your eyes. Believe what heaven is showing you in this message. Believe that you are safe. Believe that you are loved. Believe that your future is protected. God says, rest in me. Do not let fear rule your heart. You are safe, you are covered, you are mine.